Good evening. This is Mark, and I'm here at home, and I am doing the reading from the Golden Present Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. And it's September 22nd, fall equinox, double digits. I like double digits. The topic is Little by Little, the Peace Will Come. Peace is not just in the hands of a few individuals. Every one of us can do something. When there are more peaceful individuals, the world becomes more peaceful. So let it begin within oneself. In one sense, it is almost impossible to make the whole world peaceful. The world is not created that way. It has differences, varieties. Though the basis is the same, the spirit is the same. God created everything and everybody differently. We need all kinds of people to make the world drama go well. Even the terrible sinner has a place. We have no right to condemn anyone, but we can set good examples for others to follow. The world is full of ups and downs, positive and negative. It's like a big factory. Human beings come in as raw material and they are in the process of becoming perfect. Look at a Detroit car factory. At one end, you see the beautiful finished cars ready to be shipped out. But what do you see on the other end? All crude raw materials, metal sheets, nuts, and bolts that go through processing. A lot of cutting, chipping, rubbing, scrubbing, chiseling, filing, grinding, welding, pressing. Slowly it takes shape. People are like this also. That's what you call evolution or growth. Through that, we gain experience, we learn. Even a sinner is there to show you what is not to be done. He's an example for you. By seeing him, you realize, oh, I shouldn't do that. So it's really not possible to find the world 100% peaceful at any given moment. But people can individually find peace and then set examples for others. Little by little, little by little, the peace will come. Little by little, the peace will come. Like his references here, that in order for us to understand this, it's not to judge that we should only have, peace and not some of the more unhappy things. I basically will just compare it to having war, peace and war, of war and peace, because those are the two things that I feel like when we're not experiencing peace, there's some kind of war, something we're at odds with. When there's I'm sort of having food coma. Let me see here. Yeah, we need all kinds of people to make the world drama go well. And Swami Satchidananda often talks about this being, life being a grand play. It's hard to sometimes wrap my head around that when you see, a lot of devastation and wreckage and people being killed and, a lot of atrocities in the world, people being harmed by the hand of some other person. And how is that like to be some grand play? It doesn't sound like a nice play at all. But what Swami Satchidananda offers in here is that it's through all these different people and players that we learn what do we believe is the way we want to be in the world. I think there are some people who hear about harm that's happening and they want to do the same thing. There's some people who hear about peace and being of service, helping others, and they want to do the same thing. So there is this world that's just super complex, and that we have the seeds of all of this inside of us. So it's just for some reason, whether it's our karma or energetic pull or whatever you want to call it, we gravitate towards certain things, certain behaviors, certain philosophies, certain ways of life. We follow it, we become it, until we eventually find what it is we need to learn from it. And rather than judging and thinking it shouldn't be there and there's only one way this should be, that's actually causing the war. Having acceptance, recognizing there's some purpose to it. Maybe it is just to learn, to be able to reflect on it, to recognize what we don't want, what we need more of. Sometimes that's important to reflect on in that way. But we got to do those things in our own personal life too, because I think we're all capable of creating a war within ourselves, and that war within ourselves ends up somehow jumping out of us and becoming our reality. So that's why, like in the yogic teachings, the very first process of this is to start to really work on not causing harm to ourselves, focusing in on our own behaviors. And from that, little by little, I think we become capable of understanding the peaceful nature within us. Okay, that's going to be my reading for today. And hope this was useful. See you tomorrow.